Hello dear students, this is Professor Amma Bakodi. So in this session we are going to start with the problems on module 2. So in these problems we are going to solve with respect to the infiltration indices, that is your phi index and W index. Along with that we are going to solve the problems on infiltration curve, that is for the infiltrometers, that is single and double ring infiltrometers. Okay, so let us check out these problems from the question paper first, and then we'll go for the solution of those. So again, I have taken out these questions basically from the question papers. Okay, so these you can check out. So individual questions, which year that has been asked and for what marks it has been asked. Basically, I have mentioned all those things, and I have solved a few of the problems on these, and few more will be there for your assignments for the module 2. Okay, so keeping that in mind. So these particular problems are varying basically with respect to the infiltration indices. So if I check out the first one, a 6-hour storm produced rainfall intensities of 7, 18, 25, 12, 10 and 3 millimeter per hour in successive 1 hour interval over a basin of 8,800 kilometer squared. The resulting runoff is observed as 2640 hectares meter. Determine phi index for the basin. So basically for these 5 index and W index problems, if you check out, they provide you the details with respect to the duration of rainfall, intensity of rainfall, or rainfall that cumulative rainfall that has occurred over there. Along with that, they'll tell you the catchment area. Okay, so based on that, they will be asking you to determine the phi index or W index for that particular specific conditions. So similarly, we have n number of problems that I have listed out here. So one by one, so out of these, basically I have selected few of the important and variety of problems. Okay, so those will solve it, and the remaining we can give it for your assignments. Okay. So first thing, before we go for the problems, so again I'd like to revise the formulas or explanations for this W index and phi index. Okay, so for W index, if you check out, it is F by TR. So F is nothing but P minus Q divided by TR. So P is the amount of precipitation, Q is the amount of runoff, TR is the total amount, total duration of the rainfall that is going to be there. Okay, so here F as total infiltration including initial basin recharge, that is potential infiltration. So actually here if you check out the theoretical part, so here it will come as minus IA also, right? But usually this determination is quite difficult, so that's why we neglect this part, and we don't consider this. So that's why we only consider the P and Q, that is the total amount of rainfall minus the total runoff that is going to occur. Okay, so now next is this is the formula that we are going to use for W index. Now similarly for phi index, it is the total infiltration during the period of excess rainfall divided by period of excess rainfall. So here if we are considering the, for W index we are considering the total duration, total precipitation and total runoff, whereas in the phi index we consider the infiltration only during the excess rainfall, not during the other period. Okay, and divided by the period of excess rainfall, that is TE. Okay, so excess rainfall period itself we are going to take it as TE over here, and not TR is total duration. So to explain with respect to again TE and TR, if I say let us say this is the land area, right, and this is the rainfall which is occurring. Yeah, so imagine again 10 millimeters of rainfall is occurring. Out of that, what may happen is, let us say some 3 millimeters may get infiltrated. Okay, so the remaining water, that is 7 millimeters of water, is going to go out as a runoff. Okay, so that 7 millimeter rainfall that is causing this 7 millimeter of runoff. Okay, so if you consider only that, not this 10 mm ka, Okay, if you consider only the rainfall which is causing the 7 mm of runoff, so that rainfall you call it as excess rainfall. Okay, so whenever imagine this 10 mm of rainfall which was there, which is occurring for a duration of, let us say, 15 hours. Okay, and out of that effective rainfall, that is the runoff, has been generated in only 8 hours. Okay, so at that point of time your TE value will be what, 8 hours, and TR value will be what, 15 hours, right? So this is basically the difference what is there with respect to the total duration of rainfall and the period of excess rainfall. Okay, so with this small introduction, so let us go for the first problem that we are going to solve. Okay. Here also, first I will read the question. We'll try to understand this question and then we'll go for the solution of this. Okay. A storm with 15 centimeter precipitation produced a direct runoff of 8.7 centimeters. A storm with 15 centimeter precipitation produced a direct runoff of 8.7 centimeters. The time distribution of storm is as follows. That is, they have given it over here. Estimate the phi index of the storm. Estimate the phi index of the storm. Okay. So keeping this in mind, what they have given is time from the start. That is, total duration of rainfall is how much? 8 hours, which is evident from this particular what I can say table what they have given. Next we have something called as incremental rainfall. That is, here it is 0.6 mm, 1.35, 2.25, 3.45, 2.70, 2.40, 1.50 and 0.75. So this is the amount of rainfall that has occurred for respective what I can say duration. So for the first hour the rainfall is 0.6. For the second hour it is 1.35 centimeter. For the third hour it is 2.25 centimeter, and similarly up to the 8th hour this is what is being given in the question. And along with that they have said, so the total runoff, total direct runoff, that is the value of Q, is how much? 8.7. This has been already given in the question paper. Okay, and total precipitation is how much? 15 centimeter. This is what is being given. Now again, if you add up all these because this is the incremental rainfall which is there, right? So if you add up all these values, okay, so these itself is making the total precipitation that is occurring for the entire 8 hours that we have, right? So if you add up all these numbers, so you will be ending up with again 15 centimeter. You can check it out. So addition of all this 0.6, 1.35, 2.25, 3.45, 2.7, 2.4, 1.5 and 0.75 is equals to what? 15 centimeters. Okay, so even this 15 centimeter is already given in the question. Even if they don't give it, you need to add up all these things to get the total precipitation. Now they gave you the value of P, that is total precipitation, as 15 centimeter and total runoff as 8.7 centimeters. Along with that they have given you the hour wise split up of the quantum of rainfall that has occurred. Okay, now keeping this in mind, now first we need to determine the W index, because once you determine the W index, then we can go for the phi index. Okay, now keeping this in mind, W index is what? It is P minus Q divided by TR. So P value already it is known to you, that is what? 15 centimeters. Q value is already known, that is 8.7 centimeters that we have, divided by 8, that is nothing but what? Your particular time duration of 8 hours. So the total is equals to how much? It is 0.7875 centimeter per hour. So it is 0.7875 centimeters per hour. So this is nothing but what? Your entire this is the W index. So what this number is basically indicating, whenever you consider the Horton's equation, right? So in the Horton's equation, what will happen? Initially the infiltration rate will be more, but as and when the time passes, the infiltration rate is going to get reduced. So this constant value, what we'll get, we are going to call that as infiltration capacity. Now, what this 0.7875 mm per centimeter is indicating is basically it is telling you that on an average, if you consider for the whole 8 hours, for the whole 8 hours. So if you use the Horton's infiltration concept, so at that point of time initially the infiltration rate will be more, as and when the duration from 1 hour till 8 hour it is increasing, the infiltration rate is going to go on reducing. Okay, so this is how you will get the infiltration rate whenever you use the Horton's infiltration curve or Horton's concept. But ultimately both the values will almost be same, but the basic concept with which we are going to determine these particular values are going to be different. Okay, so Horton's equation is good whenever you want to determine the infiltration rate at any specific time. So if you want to determine the infiltration rate at 4.5 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours or 2 hours, so any random point of time, if you want to have that infiltration rate, then Horton's curve is going to be helpful for you. But right now, with the help of this phi index, what it gives is it instead of giving you this variation, it gives you a constant value. Okay, so right now W index has given me 0.7875 centimeters. So what does this indicate? If the same explanation, if I do that, ground surface it is, here the rainfall is occurring. Okay, so how much rainfall is occurring? Total rainfall occurred is 15 centimeters, right? Out of that, how much runoff has taken place? Runoff is, it is 8.7 centimeters, right? So now how much water needs to go here down? So difference of this is obviously has gone down, right? But at what rate that has gone down? So if you consider the total duration of rainfall as 8 hours, then on an average for this 8 hours, the infiltration rate over here is 0.7875 millimeters per hour, millimeters per hour. Because initially the rate will be more, as and when it time moves up, it is going to get reduced. But if you take the average rate of infiltration and you calculate it with the help of this W index, so ultimately this 0.7875 centimeter per hour which is there, it indicates what? It indicates for a whole 8 hour of rainfall that has occurred, the infiltration has taken place with an average value of 0.7875 centimeters per hour. So this is what is basically meant by that particular term. I hope it is clear for you. Yeah. So this value, whatever you get, basically this tells you the what I can say, the average rate at which the infiltration is taking place. Now, going to the next concept, I hope W index is clear. It is simple mathematics that we are using. Now, for the next part of it, if you check out, phi index is always greater than W index. Okay, phi index is always greater than W index. So hence first and 8th hour will not contribute to runoff. What do you mean by this? So as per the theoretical bits that we have discussed, so there we have mentioned that phi index is always greater than W index. The reason being the way in which it is calculated. So in W index we take the total duration, we take the total duration, whereas in what I can say, in phi index we take only the effective rainfall or else effective duration of the rainfall. So that's why the denominator is reducing. Okay, and even correspondingly even the numerator will change, but basically what will happen, based on its assumptions what we have made, so your W index will always be less than the phi index, or phi index will be more than the W index what we have. Okay, so because of this what has happened is, already we know that the value of W index is 0.7875. Okay, so here if you check out, the table over here, so the rainfall values here are given is in terms of per hour only. So 0.6 centimeter of rainfall has occurred in the first hour. So intensity of rainfall for the first hour is how much? 0.6 centimeters per hour. Similarly, for second hour, the intensity of rainfall is 1.35 centimeters per hour. So similarly, for the third hour, it is 2.25 centimeters per hour. I hope you are getting this. Since they have given these split up in terms of hour only, so that's why all these values, whatever will get it, it will be there in terms of per hour only. Okay, so keeping that in mind, now you can check out the W index is already, we got it as 0.7875. So if you look at the table, the first hour and the last hour, okay, is having a value less than 0.7875. If you check out, 0.6 is less than 0.78 and 0.75 is less than 0.78, whereas rest of the values are more than 0.78, that is 1.35, 2.25, 3.45, 2.70, 2.40, 1.50. So all these values are more than 0.7875. So that's why whenever it comes to the formula for the phi index, it is what the amount of rainfall that has occurred, that is P, minus the amount of runoff that has occurred, minus we need to deduct the rainfall where the excess rainfall has not taken place. So excess rainfall, when it is not taken place, it has not taken place in the first hour and for the 8th hour. Okay, so again if I want to elaborate on this again I need to go back to the basics. So here if you check out to explain that, okay, during I have the soil, okay, yeah, so here I know the infiltration right now is how much, below that is 0.78 centimeter per hour, right, whereas for the rainfall that is occurring, for the rainfall that is basically occurring, what it has is, it has the total rainfall is how much, 15 centimeters that we have, and runoff is okay, fine, the rainfall occurred is 15 centimeter, okay, or else I'll just rub off even this 15, total amount of rainfall is 15, fine. Now for the first hour, I'll denote it with blue color now. For the first hour, the amount of rainfall occurred is how much? 0.6 centimeter per hour. Okay. For the first hour, the rainfall occurred is 0.6 only. Now see here, the infiltration rate of the soil is more. Infiltration rate of the soil during the first hour is how much, or else during the entire 8 hour is how much? 0.78. So for the first hour, when the rainfall intensity was only 0.6 centimeters per hour, all the water which has fallen on the ground has been infiltrated. This is what it indicates. I hope everyone is understanding this. I'll repeat once again. The amount of rainfall that has occurred during the first hour is less than the infiltration rate of the soil. Okay, so that's why this entire 0.6 centimeter of water will be absorbed by the soil itself. So there will not be any runoff that is going to be generated over here. I hope you got that. So we can say this, for the first hour there has been no runoff that has been generated. Okay, similarly if I consider the 8th hour, here also the amount, if I write it with different color, for the 8th hour now, the amount of rainfall that has occurred is 0.75 centimeters per hour, whereas the infiltration rate of the soil is 0.78, that is greater than 0.75. So here also for the 8th hour, there has been no runoff that has been generated. All the rainfall that has occurred has been absorbed by the soil itself. So with this small explanation, I can tell you that. So here the runoff is not present for the first and last hour. Whereas if I take any of the in between numbers, that is from 2nd hour to 7th hour, imagine if I take 2 hours, okay, so at that point of time how my calculation is going to be, if I just write it down, okay, see here, for 2nd hour my rainfall that has occurred is 1.35 centimeter, right? So how much water is going down? Only 0.78 centimeters per hour of water is going down, whereas the difference between these two, that is approximately 0.6 something, right? So that amount of water is going out as what? Runoff. So what I intend to say is from the hour 2 to from the hour 7, from the hour 2 to from the hour 7, we have what? We have the rainfall, and because of that rainfall the runoff is being generated. Okay, and whenever the runoff is being generated, that rainfall you call it as what? Excess rainfall. Okay, even in the previous formula what we have discussed, so is basically this concept itself. Okay, so that's why this is nothing but the if excess rainfall or effective rainfall, what we call it. So here in this problem I can say the excess or effective rainfall is there only from 2nd hour to 7th hour, whereas for the 1st hour and for the 8th hour there is no effective rainfall that is there. So all the rainfall that has occurred has been absorbed by the soil. I hope this clears you out. Okay, so now that's why for the phi index, okay, we need to deduct what? 0.6 and 0.75. Okay, by deducting these, what we are doing, we are removing the rainfall data where there is no rainfall, there is no runoff, where there is no runoff. So that's why we are removing 0.6 and 0.75 from this P minus Q. I hope it is clear, right? So now again I'll come back. So P value is 15, Q value is 8.7, minus the rainfall in the 1st hour, that is 0.6, minus the rainfall in the 8th hour, that is 0.75. Now divided by TE. So what is TE? I said it is the duration of excess rainfall. It is the duration of excess rainfall. So at that point of time, duration of excess rainfall, you can check out. So this excess rainfall that we have, okay, so duration of excess rainfall is what? Total duration is how much? It is right now 8 hours as it is being given in the question. Now this TE is a duration of excess rainfall in the sense what? Here we have two what I can say, here we have two durations at which we don't have the runoff, that is 1st hour and that is 7th hour. So that's why even from the duration of the rainfall, that is TR, 8 hours which is there, I need to deduct 2 hours, that is we need to deduct 2 hours, because for these 2 hours, that is 1 hour and 8th hour, we don't have the runoff, and if you don't have the runoff, that is not called as effective rainfall. So total runoff is occurring only from 6 hour of rainfall. So that is nothing but the TE value. Okay, so if I divide this entire numerator by 6, which is given over here, now I'll get the phi index as 0.825 centimeters per hour. Okay, you can check it out. So the value of phi index is always a bit greater than W index that we got here. Okay, this will be true in all the cases. Okay, phi index value will always be greater than the W index that we are going to have. Okay, so now keeping that in mind, so even this phi index is indicating the same way. So there are different assumptions that we make it for the W index and phi index, right? So phi index is telling us right now, if this is the land and this is the rainfall, total rainfall has occurred for a duration of 8 hours, and total rainfall that has occurred is for 15 centimeters, and the runoff that has occurred is for 8.7 centimeters. So at that point of time, the average infiltration rate throughout this 8 hours that we have seen is how much? 0.825 centimeters per hour. Okay, so this is how basically analytically you can determine the amount of what I can say, the amount of infiltration that you can determine with this. Okay, so just for the sake of simplicity, I have elaborated this over here. Okay, if you just check out, since the phi index is always more than W index, hence the first and the last hour rainfall will not contribute to the runoff. Okay, as I have explained here. Phi index is total infiltration during the period of excess rainfall. So total infiltration during the period of only excess rainfall. Okay, so that's why P minus Q is giving you what? Amount of rainfall minus amount of runoff is giving you the amount of infiltration itself. So the numerator, I'll just read it once again, total infiltration during the period of excess rainfall. So what is this period of excess rainfall? It is nothing but the difference between the rainfall and the runoff. Okay, so here excess rainfall it is there, and we know first and the 8th hour is not generating any runoff. It indicates it is not a excess rainfall. So that's why here P minus Q minus 0.6, that is the first hour, and 0.75, that is the last hour rainfall. So divided by TE. So TE is how much? 6 hours, as I have explained. So divided by period of excess rainfall, TE is 6 hours. So if you do that, the elaborative formula for the same thing will be total infiltration minus infiltration during the period when no excess rainfall is there. So this how you can determine, that is basically with respect to deducting the rainfall that has occurred during non-excess rainfall. Okay, so with this basically you can determine the phi index and W index as it is there. Okay, so this is regarding the first problem that we have solved with respect to the infiltration indices. Okay, I hope it is clear for you. Fine.